ludicrous means beyond crazy, wild, or ridiculous. This
Yes.
is all meant to be, so I'm giving people great entertainment.
Yes.
All right, guys. It is Saturday morning, August something or some change, and I'm just getting ready to go out and do a track. This one's exciting to me because it's the first one I've done. I don't lay the track. I'm really hoping he's successful. We do have a wrench that is thrown into this whole mix, and if you probably can look around at the sky here, you could probably guess what it is. Now, oh, Luda, thanks. Better we poop here at home than on the trail, right? So, shit. So I just came out to check to see how much rain we got. Now, obviously we know the effects of rain and moisture that it has on scent. It can help it. But now the true test is gonna be when you get that much rain, which is just under 2 inches. What is that gonna do to the scent? Now, I hope it's still gonna be there. It could possibly wash some of it out, but this is gonna be an absolutely awesome test for Luda. I'm super excited to see what he does. I was really hoping just to throw one difficulty at him, which would just be new person using their sense, running their trail, their style, not my style, and really testing him with that. But now we have Mother Nature, which, you know, I mentioned this in my last video, and I feel like this is definitely something that can happen. This is why people call us. They call us because it rained and they lost the track or whatever it might be. So we're fine. We'll be good. But we'll see what happens. But I'm going to hit the road, get down to the track, see what the hell happens. You never know. Fingers crossed he can get it done and really prove to me that he is ready for the fall. This is kind of his big test, in my opinion. So we'll see what happens. See you over there. Good boy.
Good luck, bud. We'll just run around, stupid or not. That's not yours yet. Smell. Good, good. Find it. I hope it's easy. Good boy, find it. Is he off of it? Oh, okay. Yep. I can tell. He just usually stops. Find it. I'll just let him work it out here for a second. Leave it. Hey. That's corn, bud. You don't do that. Find it. Find it. Doing. Yeah, he's bounding a lot. Easy. Easy. There he goes. He just found it again, I'm assuming, the way he stopped. Good boy, go find it. Luda, find it. Good. Tall grass is his kryptonite. He wants to freaking bound. Leave it. Oh yeah, for sure. He'll figure it out. The wind could be messing with him a little bit. Find it. Don't eat grass. Good boy. Find it. Luda. Luda. Good. Hey, find it. You got this, bud. Find it. He wants to go back where he turned before. Did you find it? Is that it? Luda, did you find it? Show me. Is that it? Luda, is that it? Do a little more. You sure? Good boy. Get your toy.
So he was pretty, when we were down.
Oh, that guy. Oh, he wants to play now. Runs a track. You wouldn't think he just got done tracking, but he wants to play.
All right, guys, so you just saw that track. That was good. I'm really proud of Luda for three different things. I had mentioned beforehand that there were two difficulties that I was going for. The first one is tracking a track that I did not lay out for him, and he did that. He did. You'll see in the video. He does get off track a couple times, and I'll even pop the map up here. He gets off track a couple times. And thanks to the person who laid the track, and honestly, those people are awesome. A lot of good advice, a lot of good tips, and I'm grateful for them for taking their time and helping me with this, and the input they gave me. It just gives me a lot of confidence. It also answers a lot of questions and does certain things for me, so I was really grateful for that. But I did have to restart him. I'm getting really good at being able to read when he's starting to like not be on scent, and you might see it a couple times in the video where he starts to look around, starts to lift his nose up, looks like he's just less focused. And so I would just restart him, bring him back up to where he was more focused. He'd hook back into a scent, and then we'd go. So I think I did that two or three times. I think I kind of had to restart him. One of the things that I've discovered with him is that tracks that are straight, he gets, I think it's almost like he's overly confident. He's just like, tracks this way, and he's running. And when the track hooks or goes off, it takes him a second to catch it, longer than I think I'd like. You know, he made a couple really good 90 turns in this track, but there were a couple times where he almost got complacent and he just kind of ran. And then he's like, oh, I think I might be lost now. Me identifying it's definitely going to be important. And then restarting him where I felt like he was still on the track. Honing him in onto the track better was definitely a goal too. But first difficulty, tracking on somebody else's track. Second difficulty, which wasn't planned, but if you saw in my last video, I sort of prepped him for this, was tracking with rain. Now, you saw from the beginning of this video that we got about 2 inches of rain, just under 2 inches of rain, and that is a ton. And it rained. It was like a 2-hour window of just crazy heavy rain, about 4 o'clock in the morning till about 6 or so, maybe 7. But it dumped a ton of rain, and it washed out so fast. I got concerned it might wash scent away. He handled that beautifully, tracked everything perfectly. Going in, I guess there's actually 4 difficulties. I'll add one here. Going into it where I don't know the start and the end really of it. I don't know. I tried to get out of her what direction she went the track in, and she said, I'm not going to tell you, which was great. I'm grateful for that. And Luda actually started his track, bam, hit that line and was gone, and did really good early on. And so that was really good to just kind of go at it somewhat blind. A little bit of guidance from them here and there when he really got off track, but kind of went at it blind. And then the last thing, have I talked about all 4 now? Probably. I don't know. The rain, my scent, not knowing the track line. And the 4th one, which I think to me is the one that had me a little bit worried, is when I got there, I was talking about it, and I asked, like, okay, how do you lay your track and everything? And she just does deer hooves, which I totally understand it, but I've always trained with using a little bit of blood, a little bit of this mixture I make that's got a little bit of liver in it and blood and everything. And so she said, no, I only use the hoof. I only use the leg. And so I was like, okay, well, this will be a good test. Now, she was able to track it pretty heavy, so there was a good scent trail for him, which I'm grateful for. But he did it. Son of a gun did it. He found where he needed to go. He found the deer in the end, and it just gives us more confidence going into the season that he can do this. You sometimes you get in, especially when you're new to stuff, and I've done a lot of dog sports, so I kind of know when you first get into something and you're starting to feel confident, you still have this little bit of like imposter syndrome. Like, do I really belong? Do I really feel like my dog's at a level that is going to be something that is real, you know, or is he not ready to be out on tracks or anything? And today I feel like it kind of helped me understand or trust him more. Now I'm starting to be able to trust his reads. I can read him way better. I'm able to know that he knows what he's doing. And to me, that was priceless, absolutely priceless to be able to get that today. So I really appreciate the people who helped me today. I appreciate, I'd say the people who helped me with tracking. I've gotten some really good advice from some other deer trackers out there. And I mean, their willingness to help me, this new person who's just like a nobody, has been awesome and extremely helpful. So thank you to everybody who's been helping me do this. I cannot wait for the fall. I cannot wait to get on deer tracks. We're going to run a handful of more practice runs just to kind of continue to get it into his head even more. But as you can see, he's pretty happy with himself. And I'm happy with him too. So guys, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel here. You can also find me on Facebook, Timber Ape Outdoors and Deer Recovery. And we are also on Instagram. I'm trying to get a little bit more active on there. I'm terrible at it, but I'm on Instagram, Timber Ape Outdoors. You can definitely check us out there. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching this. And hopefully the next video we have is either going to be another practice one, or almost hopefully it's just the real deal and we get out and we start finding some deer for people and helping make a bunch of happy hunters. So have a good fall, guys, and we'll see you out there.